Hello students, so today we'll start another chapter that is of magnetism, and the first chapter which we are discussing today is magnetic effects of current. Basically this lecture will be more numerical oriented, so we'll discuss some theory and after that we'll solve the numericals as a major part. So if you see here, we are talking about magnetic field. What is magnetic field? Magnetic field is signified is shown by a symbol B, and what B will tell you, B, as you see, B is the symbol for your magnetic field. And as you know the word field, we have seen that in electric field also it is a vector quantity. The symbol of arrow also tells you this. At the same time, magnetic field, any field is a point phenomena. So as in our earlier classes we have seen that whenever I ask that get me the magnetic field, your cross question should be at which point. Okay, so let's talk about sources of magnetic field. How magnetic field is produced, where magnetic field is observed. So whenever a charge is in, when a charge particle Q, any charge particle Q, when it is moving with some velocity v, so we say that it will produce magnetic field. Okay, so any region around the charge will can be checked for magnetic field. So let's suppose I want to find magnetic field at this point. This is the point P. At this I want to find what is the magnetic field. So what will be the magnetic field is dependent upon the position of this point of interest. I'll call this as point of interest P. Where it is located, that will be showing that what will be the magnetic field acting at this point. For that, what we have to tell, we have to first of all get the position vector of this point P. So let's suppose position vector here is R. Position vector is R, and they have an angle phi here. They have an angle phi. So what will be the magnetic field at this point? It will be given by this formula. B is equals to mu naught upon 4 pi q. V is velocity of the charged particle which is moving. R is the position vector, and r square is the magnitude of the same position vector. So from here we know that what will be the strength of magnetic field at point P is dependent upon certain factors. What are those factors? Those factors are, let's take this. Let's suppose I say that this is my point P. This is the location of point P. So at this point, what will be the magnetic field? It will be shown by vector B. What will be the magnetic field? That is dependent upon the magnitude of charge. What is the strength of this charge which is moving? Let's suppose this charge is moving along this line. This is the line along which this charge is moving. Okay, this is the line along which this charge is moving. This is the line, and this arrow is telling you the velocity vector along which it is moving. Okay, this is the line, and we are interested in finding the magnetic field at point P. So we say that the magnetic field is dependent upon the magnitude of charge, velocity, and R as per this formula. V is the velocity of the charged particle, R is the position vector of this charged particle. Okay, so it is given by this formula. So before we do this, I want you to know this here one term which is A cross B vector. We already know that, let's suppose B, you get quantity B magnetic field by cross product of V and R. See, you can see it from here. So we say that V cross R will give you magnetic field. How you will decide the direction? You will decide it according to right hand thumb rule, that okay, if I place my hand and these are my fingers. Okay, so if I curl my fingers, this is your vector V and this is your vector R, that is the position vector. If I curl my hand, if I curl my fingers from V to R, the thumb here will be telling me the direction of magnetic field. So in this case, as you can see, magnetic field will be upward, as it can be seen magnetic field is perpendicular from R as well as mutually perpendicular from V also. So this is possible whenever this magnetic field will be out of the plane. So magnetic field will be always orthogonal in nature. That means the vector, the plane which is containing vector V and R, magnetic field will be perpendicular to this. So it has been shown here also that let's suppose between V and R angle is theta. So if it is V cross R, that simply means magnetic field be upward. See, this point is to be noted that instead of V cross R, if I take the reverse step, if I take R cross V, then in that case I have to rotate in opposite direction and then my thumb will be downward, my B will be downward. That is why it is very important that we always take direction as per V cross R. Do not do this mistakenly, R cross V. If I want to write this same formula in terms of, see, this is the formula. If I want, I can write this further as B is equals to mu naught upon 4 pi Q magnitude of V, velocity vector, magnitude of R into sine theta. And if you check here, I have taken here unit vector. To compensate that, I need to put here RQ. That means one R was extra there, so that will be compensated by this. So it can be written like this also. What is mu naught upon 4 pi? Mu naught upon 4 pi value is 10 to the power minus 7. We'll tell about units also. Okay, but that will be at later stage. And what is theta? What is theta? Theta is angle between velocity vector and angle between velocity vector between V and R. Okay, position vector. So take care of this. So to make you understand this, I've taken this figure 1. It has a x-axis, y-axis, at the same time z-axis. Here it shows that a charge q is moving by velocity v along minus z-axis, Okay, and I tell you that find magnetic field because of this moving charge at this point. This is theta. Do not get confused. Let's take this instead of theta. To avoid confusion, I will write this as phi. Okay, this is the angle between V and R. So here we say that let's suppose the charged particle is moving along minus z axis, and when you see, it is not at the origin, it is on the negative side of the z axis. And I say that find the magnetic field. I say that get me the magnetic field at point P. First is point P, another at point Q, and another point is S. These are my requirements. Okay, let me again show you here that what is the criteria. Let's suppose at this point I spot a charge Q, and when I noticed the charge Q is moving in this direction, it is moving, and I ask you that my point of interest is this. I am sitting here and I'm asking that what is the magnetic field I experience at this point due to this charge. So in that case, I simply say that okay, from with respect to this q, draw our position vector r. Okay, sometimes I may call it as radius also. Okay, so this is the position vector. At this point I want to know what will be the magnetic field, so it will be given by the same formula. Okay, the same formula which we have discussed. So here I am going to show you the direction, that what will be the direction. So see here, if you rotate the fingers from V cross R, that means if you rotate it from V cross R in this direction, then take it as along the plane of paper. I hope you already know, all of you know, that if I'm showing direction of magnetic field this, it means outside the plane of paper, and if I'm showing this in this cross format, that means your your vector is going inside the plane of paper, inside plane of paper. Okay, so same thing we are considering here. Okay, so here we say that V cross R, when you're going from V cross R, assume that you are taking your, if you rotate rotate your right hand fingers from V to R on the screen, then you will realize that your thumb is going inside the screen. So that is why this B's direction has been shown by this cross, which tells that it is going inside the plane of paper. Okay, so let's take this one example to show that what will be the magnetic field in this case. So this is axis is shown, do not get confused by axes. This is x, y and z as I told you. Charge q is moving here. I am asking that get me the magnetic field at point P. Right now I am not interested in magnitude, I am only interested into the directions. Okay, so I say that okay, magnetic field, what will be the direction of magnetic field? You said that vector will be V cross R. See in this box formula, V cross R. So if I rotate my fingers, then my fingers are rotating in which plane? In the plane has been mentioned here. The plane is xz plane. Okay, the plane is xz plane. Okay, I hope you can see this pointer here in this plane. This is your xz plane, and you move from V cross R. So if you rotate your fingers from V cross R using right hand thumb rule or screw rule, okay, so if you're rotating in this direction, this will be treated. If you see it from the top, assume that this is a sheet present on your table. So when you rotate from V cross R, if you rotate the screw like this or your fingers, right hand fingers like this, then your thumb will go inside. So this is telling that magnetic field is represented by this green arrow, and this green arrow tells this is a phi angle between V and R. This is going inside. Inside means this is parallel to what? This is parallel to y-axis, as you can see here. So y-axis, if you see, is perpendicular to r vector as well as v, or say perpendicular to this plane. So magnetic field in this case, I show magnetic field at point P is going inside. So what is the direction? It is downward. So I say it is minus j cap. What is the direction? It is minus j cap. Okay. Similarly, let's see for point Q. What is happening for point Q? See, remember, if in this case, I'm coming back to here to this example, if you can see here. Okay, so if you see that if I put, instead of putting point P here, if I instead of this, if point P comes here, let's suppose if point P is here at this location, then what happens? Where this R will go? This R, the head of this R should be at the point of interest. So right now, when it is going here, it makes angle phi with the velocity vector. But if it goes here, then R vector will also along this only. So R vector will also be along this line. So let's suppose this is R dash vector. So in this case, V and P are in same direction. So here, if I say in this case, your phi will become 0. Your phi will become 0, and if phi becomes 0, then I can see from this formula that if sine theta is there, in that case sine theta will fetch me 0 and magnetic field will be 0. So always remember along the line of motion. Now coming to my original question here, this is the example which I am discussing with you. Okay, so along this line, this is the line along which your charge particle is moving. So any point, let it be this side or let it be on this side, along on this axis of the along which charge particle is moving, at any point magnetic field will be zero. So here I say simply that magnetic field at point Q will be equals to 0. Now let us come at point S. So if you see at point S, you can make another vector from here which starts from charge Q and goes up till this. This is, let's suppose, your R dash vector. This is your R dash vector. In that case, I say that I will make again V cross R. When I do this, rotating my fingers from V to R, if we do it from this side, then it will come out of the plane of paper. So here magnetic field, let me show it by the green pen itself. So if I'm showing here, then this is this is your magnetic field direction for point S. So it is upward. Here see, it is downward. Here it is what's upward. So you can say that it will create a sort of circle which is rotating like this, whose center is along the, these are coaxial circles. So here it is downward, here it is upward. On the axis, on the your z axis, magnetic field was equals to 0. Okay, so we'll see this through certain more illustrations. So here we have this illustration. What this tells you? See, it tells again similar type of question, that a point charge is moving in this direction. Of point charge of magnitude q is moving with speed this parallel to x-axis along the line y equals to 3 meter. Find magnetic field at origin produced by this charge when the charge is at point x is equals to minus 4 meters. Okay, so this is the point and I am interested in finding magnetic field. This is my point of interest. This is my point of interest. So I'm interested in finding the magnetic field at point P. Okay, so let us make this again. What will be the direction and what will be the magnitude? So let's suppose I say your charge Q is moving in this direction. So this is x-axis and your point of interest is located at this point. This is your P. Okay, so let's take a vector here. That vector is R vector. Okay, so this is vector R and this is vector V. Okay, so again I show that if we see about this point, then again the plane which you are covering here, I am showing it in this direction here. The plane in which your V and R cross vectors are lying is basically XZ plane. This is your basically XZ plane. Okay, now it will be, I'm sorry, this will be XY plane. Okay, this will be your XY plane. So we say that, okay, what is the angle here? I am interested in finding the angle theta. So as you can see from here, this distance is 4 and this is a right triangle where I am interested in finding this angle theta. So this, if you see, this is 4. So this distance is 4 meters. This distance is 4 meters. And if you see, then this distance is 3 meters. And by that sense, theta can be taken as, if we see sin theta will be sin theta, you take 4 as base and this is perpendicular, 3 by 4. Okay, so I'm sorry, it will be if you take it according to sin theta 3 by 4, then it should not be sin theta, it will be tan theta. Okay, so it will be your tan theta. So tan theta 3 by 4, when do you get this? When this angle is how much, sir? 37 degrees. Okay, so from that sense we can tell that the magnetic field, what will be the direction of magnetic field? If we say, then in that case magnetic field will be upward. If we see according to this figure, magnetic field will be going upward. Your magnetic field will be going upward. If I talk about the plane, then you are talking about which plane? Your V and R are lying in which plane? Your V is somewhere here. Let me show here. This, your V is along this, your R vector is along this. Both are present in the same plane. This plane is what, sir? XY plane. See, this side is Y and this side is X. So your vector will be V cross R. When you do, this is vector V, this is vector R, this is vector R, and this is vector V. So when you do V cross R, it will be downward from the plane, and this direction is minus Z. Okay, so here let me just correct this at this point also, that when you're talking about V cross R, you have to rotate your vectors V cross R, and using screw rule, when you rotate the screw like this, or right hand thumb rule, magnetic field at this point will be downward. Okay, downward, magnetic field is downward, and it is which axis? It is minus Z axis. It is minus Z axis. Okay, students, so we are talking about minus, so magnetic field will be like this. So I simply tell, what I can tell here, that B is equals to mu naught upon 4 pi Q V magnitude R magnitude sin theta. So theta we have just calculated by R square. Do not get confused here, this is your unit vector, please remember this. Okay, so either what you can do, if you're taking this as a complete vector, then make this as cube. Okay, so that will actually be less confusing for you. R cube. Direction we have already taken care of, so here I can directly talk 10 to the power minus 7 into what is Q. Q is 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 9 into V. What is the V given? 3.6 into 10 to the power 7 into sin theta. Sin theta will be your, in this case it will be 3 by 5 by R square. What is R? What is R value given? See this side, if this is 3, this is 4, and this is your R, and R is equals to 5 here. So you can directly say this is 20. In fact here V cross R, when you're taking here, so V we have taken, hello, hello.